As of late, I have been catching a ton of fish on a small curly-tailed grub with a small jig head, a very simple setup. I've caught walleye, crappie, and even bass with this bait, and it's got me thinking, if a simple little bait like that can catch me fish in a variety of situations, is it necessary to have a ton of fishing lures and a ton of tackle? Are fishing lures a ripoff? Now, obviously, we need fishing lures to be able to catch fish. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about the way certain lures are marketed to anglers. When I was young, I saw this new lure in the store, and I was really excited about it. I went and I bought it and fished with it and didn't really catch anything. And my dad said something very interesting. He said, "Brendan, you know, a lot of times lures are made to catch more fishermen than fish." And in some cases, that is true. Take a look at this. As you can see, there are 4 soft plastic baits right in front of me right now, and as you can tell, they all pretty much look the same. They all have a body with some sort of appendages and claws out the front. Now, there are subtle differences in the way these baits are designed, but fundamentally, they all do the exact same thing. Now, these are all made by totally different manufacturers, and they're marketed in such a way that you would think that this bait alone is something revolutionary, when in truth, there's a lot of other baits that are exactly like it. And this is what I'm talking about when lure companies try to use hype and gimmicky features to make you buy baits. If you walk into Walmart right now, you're bombarded with a ton of different baits that are all advertising new and incredible things. And a lot of times, these companies will charge a lot more money for these so-called improvements to their lures. Hype is what a lot of companies use to promote their products to get people to buy them, and in the fishing industry, it is no different. How many times have you heard of a lure that was going to revolutionize the sport of fishing, so you went and bought it, and you fished with it, and then you realized it's a good bait, but it's not near what it was hyped up to be. And that's what I see a lot of times with these new lures that hit the market. Like, they're just crazy and bizarre and weird, and they're more for novelty factor than they are for actually catching fish. Now, I am not here bashing expensive lures by any means. If you're a seasoned pro and you're putting money on the line and you have to fish for a living, then you're going to want lures that hold up very well under extreme conditions, and you're going to want a variety of lures to be able to adapt to certain conditions. But for the average angler like me, honestly, we do not need to buy every new shiny lure that comes out. Now, obviously, you get what you pay for. I did a video a while ago where I compared a $1 crankbait to a $5 crankbait, and obviously the $5 crankbait had more features, better colors, and a better action and better hooks, and overall was the better bait. And what I realized is that yes, even though the $1 crankbait isn't good as a $5 crankbait, it can still catch fish. So by far one of my most popular series on this channel is the Lure Challenge, where basically I just get some random stuff and try to make a lure out of it and try to catch fish with it. And one thing I've learned from doing that challenge is that if bass are hungry, they'll bite almost anything as long as it's presented in an appealing, natural way. I mean, I've caught fish with banana peels, rocks, Legos, Nerf darts, so you don't always need crazy, outlandish, cool-looking lures to catch fish. Now, obviously, when you start looking at things like handmade swim baits, they're gonna cost a lot of money because someone is like hand carving the swim bait and it takes multiple hours. So in that sense, I totally get why they charge that much. But what I don't like is when lure companies use hype and they use really popular fishermen to kind of promote their products and make it look like this is the best thing on the market, but when in truth there's like tons of other lures that can work just as well. I see a lot of young anglers going out and thinking that they have to buy, you know, top-of-the-line rods and reels and the best lures, and they think that anything that is like lower end or cheap is like garbage. And that is simply not the case. I have used cheap, low-end fishing gear most of my life, and I've been able to catch plenty of fish. So are fishing lures a ripoff? Well, in most situations, I would say no, but there are instances where lures are overpriced and overhyped, and really, you could catch just as many fish with the lower-end alternative. So next time you're out fishing and you see a crazy looking lure that looks awesome and the packaging's really good and the color looks sweet and it's got that awesome scent baked into it and it's endorsed by that pro fisherman, just stop, take a moment and think, do I really need this? Or am I just buying it because it looks cool? Guys, I want to start a new segment in my videos where I basically give a shout out to small channels which I think need more recognition and channels that I personally love watching myself. And today we have 2 of them. The first one being Justin Reeves. This guy is an amazing tech reviewer, vlogger, inspirational person. He does camera reviews, tips and tricks on how to make better videos. He also vlogs a lot, and he's just a very positive person that I find very inspirational. Just watching him makes me want to go out and make videos, so I highly recommend you check out his channel. His channel has like 6,000 followers, so go check him out. He's really awesome. I'll link him down in the description. And the second channel I want to give a shout out to is Noptop. I've been watching Noptop for years. Ever since I started getting into filmmaking, this guy has been my favorite channel to watch when it comes to just practical advice about how to make videos, how to make DIY video equipment, how to just make your videos look better in general, how to make good content. The guy has a ton of awesome advice there. I highly recommend you check him out. Even if you don't like filmmaking, this guy is like super entertaining. He's got a great sense of humor. So guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more videos like this, where I basically give my opinion about something that revolves around fishing in some way. And you guys can check out my last video right here. You can subscribe right here, and you can check out my line of t-shirts right here to help me make more videos. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay hooked. I'll see you later.